Okay guys, thinking about going back to a gas truck. I mean, I like the diesel and everything, but for my use, it's really not, unless I'm going to use it to tow a camper or a very large camper, which that is not, I probably don't really need that much truck. I think I overbuilt. What this thing needed in it is a 5.4 gas motor for my purposes. That's what I should have put in it probably the first place. But, you know, it's all about the experience. So I got a lot of experience out there. I know what a diesel is all about now, because before I had never had one. And it's great for somebody who's going to really put the truck to good use, really use the truck like it's supposed to be used. I run my son back and forth to school, pick up groceries, go to work in it, and it's really not practical for my use. I'm going to try the other extreme. In fact, today I'm going to go pick up a Ford. I'm going to go look at a Ford F-150, a 2010 model with the 4.6 V8 in it, gas, two-wheel drive, standard cab. Never had one like that. I've had older box trucks. I mean, I've had the older old body style, they call it. I've had those with a like 351, a 302 in it. I wanted something very basic, and I'm going to try that. See how that works for me. Those can tow with a 5.4 liter engine in it. The one I'm looking at has a 4.6. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it because everything just sounds great about it. It's got a lot of miles on it, but it's cheap, and you can do a lot with it. So, and it's just basic. I mean, there's not much to it to go wrong. So, the last truck I had was 4-wheel drive, had 5.4 in it, high mileage, but it was a great truck. 2-valve 5.4. That's a good motor. 2-valve 4.6. That's another great motor. Not very high on horsepower, but the reliability factor goes way up on the 2 valves from what I've heard. But take you guys along today and let you take a look and see what I'm getting. I can't get anybody to go with me, so I'm going to have to pick up a car dolly to move the thing. I did post this on Facebook Marketplace. I really don't want to get rid of it, but I don't want it to sit here and rot, not be used either. I put a figure on it of what I think it's worth, and I'm asking $15K for it, and I need to get about that amount. I believe it's worth it. I mean, you can't go out and get a diesel nowadays for for that price. A good Cummins swap. I think I did pretty well, as far as how much it cost to build it. So anybody that's interested in building one, this is probably a better way to go, because the majority of the work's already done. If you don't like the flatbed, you can take that off, and I'll even take some money off if you want to buy it without that and just put a regular bed on it. So anyway, it's been fun. I wish this had the 5.4 in it, and I thought about putting one in here, and it's still on my mind. I'm not going to give the truck away. So if I don't get what I want out of it, I might end up going the route with a 5.4 engine in here, or a 6.2 gas motor. Hadn't made up my mind yet. I really love this truck. It's just, I don't care for the diesel so much. I like a quiet motor. I like the Ford factory, everything plugs in, and it's a little bit easier to work with. But anyway, ride along with me today, and let's go see what we pick up. Well, nobody in my family wanted to go on a hour-long ride to go pick this truck up, so I'm going to go pick up a car dolly from U-Haul. And the truck's going to get a good test. It's going to be an hour there, well, hour and probably 10-20 minutes, an hour and 10 or 20 minutes back, about 200 miles or so. So, good test for the old truck. Got the tow dolly all hooked up. Unfortunately, one of the tires has got a nail in it. It's not flat, but it's got a nail in it. So, and there's not another place around here to get a transport, so we're just going to roll with it. Hopefully that nail will not give us problems. Well, this is what happens when you trust somebody else to upside down the trailer. The guy took a picture of it and everything. I thought he tightened it down. Should have guessed. Checked it myself, man. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. Good thing it didn't happen when the truck was on there. Always get the damage waiver from U-Haul. Never know what the hell's going to happen. See, the guy didn't. I can't just blame him, and I'm just responsible for not checking his, what he did. But he looked like he did it all the time, so I just figured he knew what he was doing. Most important thing is to pipe down, man. There's a guy on a motorcycle behind me, man. Thank goodness this thing didn't come off the trailer, come off the truck entirely. He would have been really. Let's try this again. Give me a chance to test the trailer out on the dirt road, see if it falls off the hitch again, off the ball. Of course, it's not going to fall off when somebody puts it on, right? Well, that was convenient. This cut right back through on the road I need to get back on, so hopefully I haven't lost my phone or anything else. That was pretty crazy. I hope this is the road I'm supposed to be on. But I went the way that Android told me to, or Google did, and I would have been on the highway by the time that thing would have come off, so that was probably a blessing in disguise there. Alright, I will check back in with you guys. Got about an hour to go. The truck's doing really well. Having second thoughts about getting rid of it, that's for sure. We'll see when I get the truck loaded how it tows. Alright, almost there, about 5 minutes to go. Just going to give you guys an idea how this thing shifts in tow haul mode. So it looks like about 2,600 RPM. Pretty nice. I know y'all asked about the ABS light. There's a sensor I haven't replaced yet, and it's obviously broken down there, so $20 sensor, I just need the time to get to it. Alright, I better pay attention where I have to turn. Get back with you guys once I get the truck. Maybe if I get the truck. There it is. What we have is a 2010 F-150 4.6. I think it's a 2-valve. They put both a 2-valve and a 3-valve in here. I'm kind of hoping it's the 2-valve. It's got a little bit of rust. This guy worked on aquariums, and I think he spilled chemicals in the back because it's not a northern car. It's just it's got some rust on the bed back here. And I think it's because of chemicals. If you look under here, it doesn't have hardly any rust whatsoever. Find out what kind of... Oh, you know what? I need to put those chains in there. That's what I need to do. Gonna see what kind of gear ratio, but I guess I'll look at the door tag and find out. Seems pretty peppy. It's got some cosmetic imperfections, but it's a nice little work truck. Yeah, so I'm waiting on the guy to come. He left his phone. It fell out while we were going on a test drive. It fell out in the seat. And he's coming over to pick it up real quick. So I'm still in Warner Robins. Got another hour to get back home, so hopefully he'll be here in a minute. But I'm pretty happy with my purchase. Wish the bed didn't have the rust on the back, but it's no big deal. I can clean that up. It's not like it's through it or anything. It's got a good engine in it. Looks like it's got an 8.8 rear end in it. They make a 9.75. I wish I had that in there. But that would give me a good excuse to put the electronic locker in it, maybe. I don't know. So, tows just fine. Really don't notice that much difference. A little bit more weight behind me than before, but more worried about brakes than being able to haul it. It's got plenty of power. Easily goes 70 at about 1800 RPM maybe. Alright, check back in when I get home. Been tackling a lot of hills on the way home. Let's see how it does on this one. Probably hit around 20 pounds of boost maybe. Turn the fuel up and give it more power, but I'm afraid I'm going to blow the intercooler pipes off it, so those still aren't very strong. But I can do 20 pounds of boost, no problem. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might take the ad off I have for this thing, hang on to it for a little bit longer, see what happens. I noticed one thing, that F250 is more like a car than a truck, where this thing's like a real truck. You know, everything's heavy duty and much bigger components. I'm gonna try them out for a while. Compare the two. See which one suits my needs better. So one thing I realized that this truck does better without the tow haul mode on. I guess because it's a Cummins and the power band's lower than the 6.4, so it seems to like the tow better without the tow haul mode. At least when you're going slower. When you're on the highway, I think it's better to put it in the tow haul mode. Seems to work better. You just don't want to kill that overdrive. But right now, see the RPMs and everything, it really likes being around, you know, under 2,000 RPM. It's got a lot of torque. Well, the old truck did good. 200 miles and not a problem out of it. Just wish a gas motor could do what that does.
Hey, thanks for watching my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do for future updates. Remember, build it, don't buy it.